brothers and sisters, it's really good to be back and to be able to speak to you all. It's been a while, and this last year has been really intense with all of my travels and speaking to the tribe of many colors around the world. This year has been quite difficult for many of us, and this is a bit of what I want to address today with you. So many of us are going through so many hard times right now in our personal lives. As the new energies come to our planet, which they are in very real ways, energies coming every single day with the sun flares and bolts of energy coming to our planet to raise the energy, we are all struggling. Even me in my own personal life, I don't think there's anyone that I haven't talked to that hasn't been going through something quite dramatic in their life. Many of our relationships are falling apart. We're moving, our jobs are falling apart, and this is what I want to address, is as the energies are getting stronger and stronger and more intense, in our personal lives, we have to let go of those things that are falling away. Because what is happening is, as the positive energies come to our planet, there really, truly is no room for negativity in our lives. And in those relationships that are falling apart, those things that are not fulfilling or helping your highest self, your highest purpose, must go away. As we let go of these things, it does open us up in a real positive way to receive positive things into our lives and to fulfill us as our highest, most potentialed selves in the best way. So although it is hard to let go of these things, keep reminding yourself that the negative, the old, has to move out so the positive can come in. That's not to say that it's going to be easy, but please remind yourself that this is why it is happening. And our tendencies are to grab a hold of and struggle to keep those things. But truly now in our lives, if things are falling apart and if things are going to the wayside, let them go. Do not still hold on to that old something that keeps us down and our frequency down, but to let them go so that there is a new opening in your life to let good, positive things in. As the world changes and as positive energies come to our planet, we must be ready. It is true the highest energy always wins, and as good positive energy comes to our lives, we cannot stay in our old patterns and our old ways and expect to move forward in our consciousness. It just doesn't happen that way. We must prepare ourselves. And so, although it is hard, let those things go that are passing right now to make room for the good and new. I know a lot of us are struggling with it, including myself. This last year has been one of the most difficult years of my life. I've really been trying to teach this message and share this powerful message with the world because I believe in it so much. And yet this last year I have come against so much criticism and so much difficult things that I've really had to step back and really evaluate what I'm doing and is it worth it? And always the answer comes back yes. This message was given to me and I believe in it with all of my heart, and I have to move forward no matter how hard it gets. And I know that with positive things there will always be something negative. You know, with positive there is negative, and with black there is white, and back and forth. This year has been very difficult, watching some of the things that are said about me on the internet and different things. It is a struggle. And I've struggled with, do I go on film and try to defend myself, or do I just stay back and try to change the channel and be positive? And people have told me do this and do that, and not until I really sat back and opened my heart did I realize some of the mistakes I have made. I am a human being. I'm just me, just like you. I'm a human being and I will often make mistakes. But the message itself is what is powerful. The message itself is what will help lead us and guide us into a new way of being, to encourage us to remember who we are and know that we have strengths that we can hardly believe in. The message is good. I am not the message. I'm a human being. When I first started out, when I first became shaman, one of the very first videotapes I did, I mentioned that I was a shaman for 2 different tribes, the Sioux and Salish. And right after this happened, I learned from the tribal elders that the man who initiated me had no right to put this title on me. And right away I made my apologies. I saw that it was wrong and I made my apologies and tried to make things right. Soon after, I was in Ängsbacka, Sweden, and I had been given beautiful medicine and ceremonial things, and I wore those things to help give me courage and strength to do the ceremony. And because of that, I can see now, looking back, that I was very insensitive to the Native American tribes in wearing some of those medicines that I had used. I want to say that I'm very sorry for being insensitive to the Native Americans in wearing that day. Things have spiraled so out of control since that time. I chose to ignore it and to put aside what was happening on the internet and the lies being said and the things that kind of spiraled out of control. I've been accused of leading sweat lodges and all sorts of things which are completely untrue. I do not teach Native American anything. I do not represent any indigenous tribe. I am a human being trying to teach a simple message of remember who you are. Remember that we are the strongest of the strong. Remember that no one else is going to change this planet but us, and we have to do it. I do want to apologize for being insensitive, and I will not do this again. I'm learning as I go. I will always continue to learn as I go, but I am a human being and I will make mistakes. But as a human being, I feel a responsibility to my planet and to each other because I believe we can do better than what we're doing. Since I've begun teaching this message of love and hope for our planet, never have I encountered such hatred from anyone, and it's really been heartbreaking for me to share a message of love and to get people to remember who they are and to encounter such hatred and aggravation. I have to believe that the world has two different sides to it, love and hate. And I would pray that in these times, as we're giving a chance to really make a difference, a powerful difference in our planet, we could stay in our hearts. We have to be love, and that is what will change the world. So from now on, I am going to change the channel. I'm going to think positively, and I'm not going to let these things bother me. This last year has been very hard for me. But I know that this message is true and real, and I believe in it with all of my heart, and I will continue to teach this message. I believe in us. I believe that we can change our planet because we are the strongest of the strong. We are the tribe of many colors. We are those who have to create a new world. And the energies are coming, and it is happening. And now is the time we must make a movement. We must make a change in our lives. We must set aside those old patterns of wanting to defend ourselves or wanting to become angry at those who are angry at us. And really open our hearts and forgive where we can forgive and be better people where we can be better people. I can't ask people to do something I'm not willing to do myself. I want us to let go of our old patterns and really move forward in positive, loving energy. This is the only way we can change our planet. And right now in our world, many things are crumbling. Our governments are having a very hard time all over the world. Governments are falling apart and trying to hold on to those last strings that they have. Money is falling apart. Many people are worried about money and the worth of our money around the world. And what do we do in these trying times? I think the best thing for us to do is to stay in our hearts, stay positive. What can we do to secure our love and our loved ones and our families? We need to get our seeds. We need to know how to plant a garden. We need to know how to be sustainable, to have clean water. Our money is not going to be worth much in the future. Instead of hoarding away money and saving it, buy the things that you need in your family to support your family, to sustain your life. Get a home. Get land if it's possible. Have food, have seeds, know how to grow a garden, know how to have clean water. These are the things we should be doing to support our lives right now. We have to come together. We have to unify our hearts and grow this energy bigger and bigger, because the strongest energy always wins. And love energy is much more powerful than hate energy. Let us love one another. Let us forgive where we can. Let us say sorry when we are wrong. I am so excited for this message to go out into the world, and I've been trying my very hardest to get it out there. I can only travel so many places in a year. I can only go so many places and share the message. But now there's a new and exciting way to get the message out, and I've written a book with all of the teachings I've been taught. The Message for the Tribe of Many Colors is now finished. I'm really excited for this message to be able to go out into the world and to share it with all those who will listen, to try to get others to remember who they are, to remember how special you are and that love really is the answer. And when we've done something wrong, we can't just say sorry for it, but we have to take action into showing that we want to do better. So I want to set that example, and I want to be able to donate and share the profits made from this book to helping Indigenous peoples share their message. I want to be able to donate my money to those who are willing to teach. I respect the Native American tradition and love it so very much. I think that's why it's so heartbreaking for me that I have made so many hurt feelings in this way. I respect and honor the Indigenous tribes, and I believe that it is their message that will save the world. And I, for one, will follow their message and help teach it. I do not speak for anyone but myself, but I can acknowledge and say that I trust in the Native American ways and in the Indigenous cultures. They do have the answer of how to love and respect and honor Mother Earth and how to get back to the true way of living here on this planet. So with the book coming out, I would love to donate to those Indigenous peoples who are willing to teach, to preserve the Native American Indigenous heritages. With this I say, I love you and thank you so much for doing what you can, for being love and for staying in the heart, especially in troubling times. Let us stay together and support one another. Let's live from the heart and remember that you are a courageous, beautiful spark of God, and you can change the world simply by living from the heart. Be love. Be courageous enough to say you're sorry where you are wrong, to give love to the others. I love you, and I'm so proud of many of you for living in the heart as it is, especially in these troubled times. But I have faith and courage that we can do this. Thank you for listening, and I will see many of you soon. Bye-bye.